Alright guys, we're back. Sorry about that. Having some internet issues here. But you guys didn't miss much. We gotta talk to this dude.
Much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes
No
you think they'll listen
diplomacy
to us?
problem.
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just...
Down the rabbit hole. Oh, it's called the Desert Hare.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Any more of this and I'll throw you. Come back when you're ready to talk like Adam.
Yeah, both of those are not great solutions, right? If you buy more food, that just makes you a better target. And if you hire mercenaries, well, the mercenaries might just turn on you at times of, big stuff.
Sid.
I was about to ask.
Costness is in chaos. And the mark the Briar's kiss here in Dalamil, I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's. These accursed Scott were an entire...
We're still working. Perhaps we can find us a...
I hope so.
I mean, we're probably just gonna end up having to take on those bandits ourselves, but sure.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room but if left to smolder.
My thought? Both sides wish to protect their homes and...
And if there's one thing...
What would Sid...
Well, he'd let them choose for themselves. And be on...
That sounds like a
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps, while it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be...
To pool our resources.
When all that
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him
As you wish.
Don't worry, Victor.
Play along.
What he means...
Oh, alright, we're gonna do a little play acting to... Okay.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, Conrad. May I
The Red
introduce you
Wings,
to
that's a
James,
Final Fantasy IV reference.
Commander of the Red...
A pleasure.
As I told you.
Vic, that there aren't.
True as the nobles came and claimed... Grant.
Well, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your prey?
Absolutely. We'll show those bastards who they're
Oh,
dealing with.
alright, damn. Very easy to manipulate. Okay. Everybody.
I can't believe that, actually.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Then let us band together and show these brutes that Dalimil is not to be trifled with.
He changed his tune real fast. Well, I mean, it was always his plan, right? He just wanted to fight.
Sure.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. And Natalie.
Indeed. It is.
And which, for humble town,
All right. But you needn't have gone through this.
Dude's a very bad liar. What can you say?
thank you, Clive.
She saw right.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Keep.
Alright, I mean, we're gonna have to do the work anyway. It's fine.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even let...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was.
I take it your scouts...
Technically, it would be the bandits who found all.
You're not sick.
They don't just want food, they want...
I have a favor. I'm told the bandits march in two groups. One from the south and one from the desert.
Alright,
In a
two
move
horde modes this
doubtless
time.
intended
Sure.
to stretch our already got...
Very well.
The rest, my friend, the stakes I concede are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you...
We'll hold them off for as long...
And we will...
Alright. This one's only 30 meters away. Sure.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
Here you go, buddy.
I'll take that one.
These are all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Dia! Very easy. Dude, the Sultan. Alright, that's half of them.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fight.
That we should.
What? In the time we had to wipe out half of those guys, they're still talking to each other? Come on, buddy.
Natalie, you did well out there.
Oh, no, they already did.
Without you, there would have been no. You saved us, Conrad.
We all saved.
Well, it worked out.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joined.
The plan, granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you,
I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, is that it? I guess so. Yeah, we're over 1,000 renown now.
Our friends seem to have things under control.
Turn to the hideaway, but nope, we're gonna go fight that bounty first. Yeah, I really wish the obelisk auto healed you. Yeah, it's nice you can just run past all of them. What is this though?
No holding back.
What? Oh, they're freaking bandits.
All yours, Torgal.
Nice try.
What happens when you Giga Flare early? Decent amount of AP. Ooh, okay, these guys give a lot of AP. We're gonna
Be safe.
shaky cam, honestly. Actually, they did say they were gonna. They did say they were gonna lower the motion blur. Yeah, see, these guys give crazy amounts of AP. I don't know why. They gave more than that other thing. I mean, well, fight all the wild wolves you can, I guess. Let me see if they have the. Said they would be. Yeah, turn motion blur down, bro. I just do not like the crazy amounts of motion blur. See, all that was like less than half of what those lockdowns gave me. If I ever see any, more. Kashik Eagle. That one's slightly more, but maybe that's because they had more enemies. Don't know. Oh, we healed, yeah, I really wish Limit Break could regen more. Let's see. 2,000. Oh, I have just enough. Nice. Max Limit Breaking. Is that lumbering thing over there? Storm Panther. Not worth the time, frankly. They're in the building. Ugh. Give it a second. Check some stuff here. Alright. Alright. Who's this mysterious stranger? It's Hong Kong food. Anyone fucking remembers that cartoon? The 10 of clubs. Oh, you're a rank B guy? Weak sauce. Fucking nothing. It's a pretty unique weapon though, but guess what? Get tornadoed, buddy.
Forsaken soul, eh? Only those who have nothing shall empty their pockets.
Dropping good loot. Ah, that's a lot of XP. 2,500. Scarlet's height. Okay, yeah. You need it to...
A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew.
Alright. Back to Otto. A new missive has been delivered to Clive's chambers. Okay.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
How may I help you today, Clive? It's not true. We've lost so much.
Alright, get that renown. What do we got?
Desserts?
Hugo's men are gone, with them the fear in our hearts. Once more shall the markets echo with mirth and merriment. It's you who will have the thanks. Oh shit, 1,500 ability points. Thank you, sir. I don't know how you're giving me a ability points through the mail.
I may have more for you.
Thank you very much. Let's see what we spend that 1500 on. That's the real question here. Also is pretty good. Giga Flare, I have mixed feelings about. The fact that it does, like... It does... Their stagger bar does go up while you're doing it. It does make me, like, kind of hesitant, but... None of Garuda's abilities are honestly that good other than the aerial, the aerial blast. I guess I can upgrade some of my normal stuff. Phoenix is even less worth talking about. I guess if you could master Flames of Rebirth, it'd be pretty useful because this also stops time. So if you get all the abilities to stop time and you could just chain them while they're staggered, you could probably do a shit ton of stagger damage. But that would take so much AP to get all of it. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna talk to Otto here.
Was wondering
while I go get some water.
Hello from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens.
The ancient Chinese have 5 elements. I believe the Egyptians have 4 elements. The Greeks also had 4 elements, I think.
Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit, but they do not end there.
Alchemists have 5. The 4 normal ones and Aether being in the middle,
exist
I think.
Goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, Why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. Is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Gotta bring the melodrama back. Oh yeah, how's your retainer, by the way? What's up with her? Actually, we don't even know if she made it out.
Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
I thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
Having an airship sure would be useful right about now.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
Alright.
Oh, Joshua's joining the party. Alright.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Coming. We have any more notorious marks? Or we only got the S rank ones. Oh wait, wait, what? There's a C rank ones? South of Tabor. Oh hey, coincidentally that's where we're going. A team of Cursebreakers traveling through Tabor to the fields of Korava were met by a group of hunters from the village, who warned them not to stray too far from the main road. For in a gully not far hence rested a pack of wolves that even such practiced hunters as they would not dare to wake, despite the fine luster of the animals' pelts. Too many of their friends had succumbed to temptation, only to be torn limb from limb. Oh. They're only C rank. I think we can handle it. Alright, we got some quests too. Holy shit, we have so many quests. Alright. We love our side quests, don't we? None of them are the plus signs, though.
Seems the hideaway is lost.
Blasted book. Here, you put me in this.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for?
I'm all the cook will be needing. Thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, you remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing and that awful
the scorpion
stench,
shit, yeah.
people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped? Yvonne had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone.
Oh, we gotta
So if you
help
don't
these
want to be seen as playing
escalating, the
favourites, I
escalating
suggest you
rivalry
lend me a
between
hand.
two cooks. Wonderful. Did help Yvan.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck
What the
of
hell's
name,
a
innit?
skyworm? Sounds
Recipe
pretty
seemed
weird.
easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Yvonne said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar.
Always
wouldn't you
ask
say?
for tomes.
Perhaps you know of
Gotta solve
one?
all our problems, yo. See?
Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find...
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Alright. I've always been a sucker for cooking side quests, honestly. The freaking, Tokyo Mirage Sessions one's very funny.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Sid,
I can certainly...
it's not who, but what. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly my first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere, which almost certainly...
Sure they.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. They were in the age...
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Ah, Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we should be able
about
to sample
that,
more
you're
such
about to.
marvels in due course.
That's
Wanna help me
actually
out
why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Ah, well, if it was worm with a Y, I would have figured that out.
How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is
It
the
needs a
blueback
specific
wyvern,
color
said to be the
dragon?
very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive, and do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
I believe there's some YouTube series that does that stuff, like take really old recipes and try to recreate them.
It seems the hype always lost its...
Although in our case, I mean, honestly, the really good stuff does stay in people's minds, right? If you have a really good recipe, you would pass that shit down. So the stuff that's forgotten is generally not very good. I apologize for a sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstances forced me to seek immediate aid, and there is none other to whom I may turn. Your esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing, and I fear I am wholly unable to perform to his vaulted expectations. Namely, due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend to the needs of a manor, to the attending of bandits in back alleys, I am sorely ill-equipped. If you please you, my lord, prithee come and see me at Martha's Rest, where I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full. Okay.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Where would he be at Martha's Rest?
Yeah, so if you go back and see some old, like, some of the old recipes, some of that shit was super weird. Oh, see if we got any, upgrading.
What do I owe the honor? So, will it be?
There's, yeah, ooh, the gear upgrades have really dried up. What can I say? Hey, goats! Got an eye for an eye.
What am I gonna do?
Is everything you seem...
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I mean, I think Nan might...
It's all right.
Yeah, folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. I wanted to ask her about it. She'd...
Let's go about the rumor.
Of course. Lady,
no.
You're...
Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Just...
Oh, are you?
All I know is that some...
And what? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more.
You're right, Lady. It was wrong of me.
No.
Of course.
Oh, well, she denied it. So what now?
I spoke that the rumors were along with some other things. While it sounds like...
Oh, I knew Nan... But... What?
No, but people do think...
Well, that trader, he said they were all
Post
talking
that
about
gif
her
of
in Dalrymple.
Arthur, we're going like,
So where
people
I'm
will
going.
go on the internet
I'll
and
find
just
someone
tell
who'll tell me, you'll
lies?
see.
Why would anyone do
Are
that?
you sure that's wise? Whoever...
Oh, boy.
So many side quests.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
Well, that's true.
We're all gonna die! You hear me? The Akashic are coming!
What do you reckon we should do?
Oh, they broke the scale? Yeah, that looks like the components of a scale.
Sid!
Out of your step is not as...
No.
Well...
And just how long...
But we didn't break them. We just...
Just like
Miss Midadol.
Because that's the only...
Miss Midadol said, the best way to see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
The taking apart was easy and...
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to look. So let's have a look at these parts.
Oh, are we gonna have to do it? That's pretty cool. That's like a fun side quest, right? It's not just like delivering stuff to an area. Right. Yeah, I like little puzzle things, right? Like you could have a little Professor Layton stuff in the late minigame in the Final Fantasy.
Is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid?
I'll think about...
Hold things. So wait, maybe...
Good thinking. These round parts are called the pans. You'll...
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn.
The metal gear.
This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
Seeing this like educational side, yo, Clive should start his own educational YouTube channel. Let's go.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move.
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move, so let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. So, now that
I think we've...
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll...
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with
But the
Sid's
gear,
help.
metal gear, you forgot.
No, I just put the pieces together.
That's right.
Her head.
Yeah, hair's for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid?
With a little more help from Miss Middledol and Miss Shirley.
You hear that?
Until then, though.
Hey, look!
You don't think Sid...
Uh-oh. That was totally a Yakuza side quest, yo. Hold on. You know what? It might actually be more efficient to go do other stuff and then come back and, Oh, unless the game wants you to go here first. Alright, fine. Well, the game wants you to go there first. I guess I could... No, actually, no. It would still be easier. Because you're just gonna go to the place and then, you're gonna go to the place, they're gonna unlock the map, and then you do the side quest, and you go back. Efficiency. Cloak and dagger. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Oh, there's a side quest over here too.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Candle was attacked, she will already have begun
What was
gathering
that,
information.
Jim?
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
The other side.
Assuming they will allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
What's on this side? Oh, it's coral. I guess. Oh, you have a chest here too. Okay. Regal sash, nice. Actually, something worth getting. Let's see if the hell does a regal? Oh. That's not way better, but among the citizenry of Dalmekia, there are those who hearken after the whole heady days of yore, when the realm was as yet divided into its constituent kingdoms, an age of glorious rulers and golden towers, before all was usurped by the bean-counting bureaucrats who now rule over the Republic. Though little but legend remain of these kingdoms, those who find themselves dispossessed and disempowered in the present draw strength from their imagined past. It's actually a pretty dangerous thing to, like, lose all hope in the present and future, and you just like harken back to some glorious past and go, oh yeah, it was way better in the old days, you know. It's just like another form of escapism, I feel. Nostalgia's all well and good, but you gotta, you know, not get carried away by that stuff. Giga Flare cool down already too? Damn, Giga Flare really like... Alright. What's going on with, what's this quest? It says bad blood, so...
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Get all these like thousands of materials, and what the hell do you even do with them? Honestly.
Oh, you're injured. What happened here?
There's a village.
You can say no? Like, oh, that village is about to get slaughtered. Eh.
Rest well.
Oh, Lord Kupka, huh?
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic is still there.
Oh, it's right here.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
You have to go in there.
Right. I got here in time.
Not even sure what I'm gonna get next for my. I guess I'll master some abilities. It gotten to the point where you have enough AP to.
Someone there! Please, I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Where are you, buddy? Further ahead. The hill? Oh, you just have to find him. Yeah? Oh.
You're with the battalion?
I am.
Taken care of.
Another survivor.
Is...
He was right to send you. Tabor is safe, thanks.
Huh. Alright. Gotta have someone to reward you for your deeds.
You seem...
You must have me.
Wait.
Son of a whore. I was there! In Kosnis when you killed...
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those...
What of my ill will?
Seriously, man?
Coward!
You know he got your entire country destroyed, right?
Lord Kupka
Like,
shall
just
be
for
avenged.
revenge?
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath?
Yeah, Hugo definitely
Lord
did not
Hugo
give a shit
oaths.
about your Republic, so I mean...
They are to keep.
No. Lord Kupka told us of your
yeah.
crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer. Not
Lord
some...
Kupka's not exactly the most trustworthy person, you know?
Man, I am nothing like you. Just know.
Sure, buddy. Oh, yeah, Joust. Surely. It's over here. Oh yeah, hell yeah, Wolves favorite. These guys give mad AP to the point where I'm like, is it glitched? Easy. I hope I find an obelisk so I can go teleport.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Alright, fine. Hopefully this doesn't lead to some big stuff. I got side quests to do. I got food to make, guys. Well,
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace
what does
Joshua
that mean?
Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir.
Okay, they're
They have
ninjas.
served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector.
It's been 18 years.
Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice. The Agora, okay, they're very clearly modeled on the Greek city then.
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Oh.
Distinguished members of the council.
The
You
king
must forgive
himself.
His
Alright,
Majesty
well,
this
that's checkmate.
intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from
Pretty
the
sure that's not what's about to happen, buddy.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them!
Are you serious, man? He's Odin. You think you can take him? Sure, buddy. Once again, I don't understand why normal people do not fear the dominance at all.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping
they're looking
with her
for
late
Mid.
father's hubris.
Interesting.
A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn.
Oh,
See
damn.
that he is made welcome.
They like sacked the city to get to her.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken.
And since it's a JRPG,
And by
God is
extension,
evil.
Their dominants are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yotei.
Let's find our friends.
Okay, so we're back in the, I need more side. Got more side quests. Nice. Let's just catch them all.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Alright, Tanner, what do you need?
Call. Is that blade
Figure it.
Well, a passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade. That an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Corava.
Oh, Avis.
Dread Evis are
classic Final
aggressive
Fantasy monster?
beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity. But those that do develop a hide of phenomenal...
A hide you want to...
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen.
I sure have met a lot of
Skin is
Tanners.
a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast... Now, that would fetch such coin that Gilbert... Bring me that beast's skin and I will...
Sure. Yes.
All right.
Of course you will. When one leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the...
All right.
I eagerly...
Not too far. One more. Where is the others? Oh? Something's gonna happen first. Who dis?
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation.
Well, Clive doesn't want to become Duke after all this, so maybe Joshua will do it. You know?
I delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you.
This is surprisingly sinister, you gotta say.
Pray accept this
Oh,
token.
more seals! Hell yeah! Add it to the collection. Phoenix down.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed. To Canva, then.
We'll talk about... Cyril seemed very,
Oh,
you certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Merchant of anything
Are you
interesting?
buying or selling?
On the shoulders of giants.
Go safely.
finally.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word.
The university?
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished.
Hey, maybe you can come back with us to the hideaway. He probably has
not that I look the part in these
ancient cultures,
tattered rag. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet, here are the answers I see. Would you do an old man?
Climb this.
And some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to take. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those, namely, the otherwise...
I can't promise.
Remember what you can.
Alright, you don't have to leave town for this one.
How are those new boots treated?
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Why won't the sky go back to Helen?
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to...
Oh, you just have to find all of them. Okay. They help me out with these, cause yeah, I mean, I guess I could look it up, but I'm gonna try to memorize it. Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Wanderers of the Golden Plains, huh?
What Golden Plains might the Wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. So they used to be hunters, and now they became farmers.
I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Oh, hey, we did a full circle.
The engravings were...
Oh, what? Come, don't... let's stop.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure...
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder?
Wanderers of the Golden Plains.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone.
What happens if you get them all wrong? Does he just like have really terrible inferences?
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most...
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all 3.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, 1 for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains,
oh, so
and
they're not
last,
one people.
but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
What do you get? You get a goblin coin. Sure. Alright, let's see where the oh. Knife for an eye. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess I can go around west here. Or I can go to Damamill and then go south. Yeah, that's probably easier.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
Oh, yeah. Get controller drift.
The gentleman of the town guard.
Could be I know something more.
Oh, shit.
Clive, listen! I found someone who's...
Have you?
Go on.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of... Says the more swords and the more war being. And who will they... Why, the good...
And you've seen this
Aye, you'll find her right here, plying her trade.
Here in Damamill? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market. But if you're not the patient, that it'd be a bolder man. Feeling bold. Now, if that's...
Sorry to...
Probably someone taking Karen's name
Reaper, do you?
Well, unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in 2 places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this store?
Good question.
And I'll visit this store.
All right.
You too, Goot.
Alright, oh, it's right there. Wait, what? The question is, how do I get over there? Oh, you gotta go that way. You know what? We're gonna do it the other way. We're gonna go south first, and then teleport back and do the other quest. Right? Yeah, you just go down here. I think that's a more efficient way to do this.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Hold on. My favorite enemies here.
Thanks, Gal.
Oh, never mind. These guys aren't the good ones. Gotta wait for the other wolves. Yeah, they should patch in, like, you just do the holding and then cuts to black and you just instantly be on the back, because getting off to fight and then getting back on your horse is pretty annoying. I think Sunhounds are the one that give a lot of aim. Birds definitely do not give blood, so I'm just gonna ignore them. Go straight. Alright, who are we fighting? Dread Avis. Oh wait, you have to manually get over.
Oh, look Looks like there's still plenty of fighting in yet.
All yours, Torgal. Torgal, kill!
Whirlwind. Missile star. Level 33, I'm 39 already. Avis skin. The thick scaled skin of an Avis claimed by some to be as old as the mountains themselves. Though it is most likely seen but a decade or two. I mean, it's still a long time.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Power fast travel, baby. Here's your skin.
Here's your...
I worried you might... Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of
the sky's fucked. Maybe think about survival.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to bet. Do not allow me to keep you...
What do you get? Wait, he doesn't even give you any gil. It's just XP and 100 hide, I guess. I don't know. He doesn't even give you any gil. It's just renown and XP. It's kind of weird. All right, now to the storehouse.
You fought very bravely.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it?
Hmm. Well, so he
was a fairly so.
That's up. Die a slow death, boys. He's all yours.
Oh, okay, sure. Standard.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
You're finished.
How many of you guys do you have? Everybody. You have a healer? Yeah, you have a healer. Hold on. brother first.
Farewell.
Oh, Josh was with you too.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't.
What were you going to?
The Borgwyn want. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction. Then you, well...
You're not worth the effort.
What? You spare his life and then he calls you a coward?
I need to find
What the hell is this shit?
Right.
This goat's about to get...
Get your filthy paws off me.
Stop and stop spread.
For they are not live.
Goose.
He's gonna... He said she had to pay him.
After what she did, it is only that loathsome hop.
Okay. We're gonna get his sad backstory.
Was it? Only run along now.
No.
No.
I don't care what you promise me, or I'll...
Goose.
Enough.
Oh, hey. Dan. Old Nate.
But how did you...
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind, though it was just Bogan back then. I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs.
You, everything, it was all, and now you're...
Gooch, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go...
Fuck.
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect. Sorry to keep you.
Is he...
Dad, it's an easy going through life, one
Wait,
eye
what?
short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients, but he crossed a line, he didn't he?
No, Nan. Still got... But...
Well, if he does, let's we take the other eye, then we work our way down. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it right.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Oh, gotta go back and talk to Karen. Alright, well. So, let's do all that other shit first. Okay. quest over here, Northreach. Oof. Ah, okay, yeah. Easy enough, just go north.
Nothing like a little unrest.
But there were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
You needn't fret. The creatures have been...
In the meadows, then.
That's what the captain... Ready, go?
Yeah!
Okay. Morgan, hold on, have I fought these things before? Silver Lobo.
Stay down! Yours, to me, boy!
Yeah, look at that. So much AP, 153. It's always worth staying. Oh, we have to find flowers, I guess?
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers.
Oh, blue black dragon, there's one.
This must be our wyvern. Right. Let's get this over with.
Raptor liver. Some naturalists believe that it is the blue-backed wyvern's proclivity to feed on carrion that results in their livers being so engorged, and that the saints' bonnets with which they follow their meals serve to ameliorate this effect. Others claim that it is the blooms themselves which cause the damage, the wyverns being so taken with the flower's taste that they cannot resist.
That's the wyvern's liver.
Some pate.
Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Huh? This is bright yellow flowers.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Colonel? Oh, we gotta go back to Martha's Rest. Alright. Talk to your uncle's butler. Wonder how Alfred's doing. In the building? So. Just here somewhere.
Have you heard the latest from Twinside?
My lord Marquis, it is you. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met.
Yes, my.
And what was so?
1,000 upon.
It's all right.
I am here tasked with learning, and what I have learned is grim. The fall of the subsequent darkening of the head, the gears of governance, the realm. Your lord uncle.
That sounds.
It is.
Alas.
They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these...
So you want me? I'll need to know.
One I sent...
That doesn't exactly narrow it down.
Thank you.
Go back to Damn Mill? Alright. Okay, maybe I should have gone to this guy first. Oh well, I mean, fast traveling doesn't take all that long, it's alright. Surprisingly not that hot today.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone hears.
Oh.
Needs something.
Conveniently, I have this radar.
If all of us continue to work together in defending
the bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us.
Mummy,
the gentlemen of the town guard.
Oh, if you don't track it, it doesn't show up on the map. I guess it's to avoid like having too many quest markers at once. But I don't find it overwhelming.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
Alright, gotta protect them from bandits.
I don't seal, so you can start by...
I already...
I'll deal with this.
You that one. If you...
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your...
Oh, you... He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Alright, they're deserters, so you don't have to feel bad about So, because you only have a certain amount of ability slots, eventually AP becomes not that useful once you filled out most of them.
Hugo's faithful, but he's one man.
Much has changed.
You've seen this kind of thing before?
Many times.
You're one of Rutherford. You sent me to...
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalamil several days. His men confiscated my effects and locked...
The captain is no more.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free.
What of the fists? Surely they wouldn't allow...
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked.
When the central power loses
then it's worse than we
authority, it kind of just breaks down into regional warlords, and that's not a fun time.
I'll find a caravan heading
you can
north.
look at the end of the Qing Dynasty for China, or
borrow one of these soldiers'
Japan has
purses.
the Sengoku Jidai, whatever. Russia. Some people think Russia's heading down that way right now.
No. To find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound
the
for
fall of the Soviet Union was a whole thing, right? And it fractured into a whole bunch of smaller states. Where to now? Here? Oh, hey, right there.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Once again, because I have the dragon radar, I actually know exactly where he is. Where are you, buddy? Oh!
What happened here?
If you're... They've all...
I'm not.
Then you found... I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the late...
Of the seven... It's been... Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? I was on my way back from the old capital.
Bandits.
They looked... It didn't matter in the end.
Which way did they...
South.
All right. Found a note. You head back to Northreach.
Thank you.
Alright. Won't have to go far.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Make for the town while you can.
You don't need to tell me twice.
What about your wagon?
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told...
And stand by, as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive. Which is more than can be said.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread.
Climate change will endanger a lot of our agriculture.
I meant it.
So,
they were probably just
something to look forward to. California really was blessed with the best
if you are to continue your investigation,
natural climate.
You first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Things don't start going bad over there.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right a bit. Allow me...
Don't thank me.
I suppose he'll be... I shall send a Bastolus.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues...
Go back to Rutherford? Alright. Back to Martha's Rest we go.
I see your...
The Rest's location affords a constant flow. Speaking of which, I received word...
I only happened... They both seem to think...
I am afraid that Storm is in crisis. And if we are to free her, we must work quickly, and we must work together. Such
as it is,
Wonder how high the renown goes. Flare breath. What abilities can I even... Guess I can max... jump is not very much. How much would it take to get Judgment Bolt? It would be like 10,000 AP. It's just not enough. Flames of Rebirth is pretty good. Maybe I could just do Flames of Rebirth right now. It would still be like 6,000 AP though. I can't afford it. I think Flare Breath is pretty good for building up Stagger too. But Impulse is really good. Impulse, like, the cooldown's insanely low. They should, I don't know if they're gonna patch it, but they really should tell you how much the cooldown is on each of these abilities. Alright, back to base. I really would have preferred if they let you cycle through all the icon abilities. Dante has 4 stances, and each stance has its own thing. Right, they only let you hold 3,
Seems the hideaway's lost its...
So?
I did, and he was a...
Saint's Bonnet. While this pungent herb, once known as Drake's Mint, has no known curative properties, it does have the ability to mask foul odors and flavors, which is why it is found in recipes involving particularly foul-smelling flesh, such as the lights and livers of wild beasts. Okay.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver, and a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about. And here we have it.
Oh, it's fried.
Mortress of Skyrim.
It's like, they're like chicken tenders.
Ivan's offered to make
well,
sure
it's
it's
liver
fit
though.
for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
So, not fit for consumption then?
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust.
Yo, this is exactly what happens in
violent richness.
Tokyo Mirage
Yet
session. Is really funny.
The piquant kiss of the Saint's Bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force, a force of nature even, a maelstrom of flavour and sensation, a graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking, but I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable, and I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men
they're
and women
super rare.
to
I
procure a
don't
dozen
think you're gonna
blueback
find
wyverns
enough to
forthwith?
mass produce these.
I'll give it some
We're
thought.
not making some KFC. We're not gonna open up a KFC chain of this shit. Or I guess not. Maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? Alright, let's talk to her. Does she keep saying anything about it?
That book may be a veritable treasure trove, but the recipes are hardly what I'd call honest fare.
Oh, who needs honesty when they can have majesty? Our companions deserve only the very best.
With the skies as they are?
storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Well?
It was as you thought. They dismantled...
Oh, no,
Thankfully she won't, although I was the one who ended...
I'm so sorry. I shall see that...
Please, there's no need. She'd have them follow in her footsteps.
I see. Sid.
She told me it was because her studies had been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room, and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war
to
engines.
build your...
To anyone else, it would be an opportunity. Yeah. But to Mid...
Yeah, man, Raytheon wants to pay you to
build
pill. Some more...
One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope.
Which explains her ed. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure...
I mean, you can try to rationalize if you want, but at the end of the day, like, Clive, you know, you do have to protect your little hideaway here. I mean, maybe don't make combat drones to do it, but every state does need its army.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to
I didn't. I just thought...
Aye. Well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, and I'd have you stay that way. So don't...
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back. Just
of course.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Continental Censer. According to Karen, a censer packed with herbs and ambergris. People know what ambergris is? Go take a look. It's the stuff whales like barf back up and it gets weathered. They use it in perfumes and stuff. Can ward off anything from insects to the plague, protect a home from thieves and demons, and heal any number of ailments, all while bringing love and fortune. So you can read. Congratulations. Alright, we have another quest. I guess that's that. Damn, we did all the side quests. And we're exactly at the 2-hour mark, so I guess we're gonna call it here. Well, eventually, once I hit max level, I won't need the this anymore. Mega Flare, it takes too long to charge to be super useful.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Yeah, I guess we'll call it here. Continue this another day. See you guys next time.